Hello, thanks for your interest in the OCTI Future Forward Career Studies Grade 10 Lesson 3 resource. This video will provide you with a brief overview of the resource, and these resources are available in both Microsoft and Google formats. They've been designed to be adaptable by you according to your needs. So this is lesson 3, the final of the 3 lessons that are being offered through this resource. If you viewed the first 3 videos, you would have received an overview of the resource package and then an overview of lessons 1 and 2. And this is just the final lesson in this resource package. So you'll be familiar with the fact that we have learning goals, materials, a slide deck, as well as timing associated with the lesson plan. In this lesson, students will discuss their personal connections to the labor market, define the labor market and examine trends in the global and local labor markets, understand the technological, economic, and social trends that influence the world of work, and investigate their own interests and skills. So there's quite a number of handouts associated with this, and there's a lot of class discussion as well that's associated with this. There's some great extension activities as well. So flipping over to the slide deck, we start our presentation by helping students view this through a lens of finding their fit in the future labor market. And so asking students what types of jobs are popular where they live and what kind of businesses are looking for employees and who in the class is looking for a job, has a job, wants a job. Where do they want to work? Where do they look to find work? And so in this way, students can really connect themselves to the labor market and it becomes something much more real to them. They'll receive a little bit of a video on an introduction to labor market information, and then you can take them on a guided quiz on labor markets, myths, and facts. Students will look at World Economic Forum data about areas that are in a large growth globally, and they can talk to a partner about what they wonder and what they notice when they look at this data. We want students to observe how might the labor market change by the time they enter the world of full-time work, and how might the job market change throughout their career. Okay, so then we go deeper and we connect to the Ontario and automotive mobility labor markets, and students again are directed to head over to the OVIN site and connect themselves directly to that labor market. There's handouts provided throughout that can be easily posted to a Google Classroom or Brightspace, and we've provided you with an answer key where there's answers required. A little bit of a scavenger hunt with lots of good visual directions here where we've copied images from the OVIN site so students can find their way around the site relatively easily. And there's a few more resources, a few more handouts in this resource available. So in a nutshell, that wraps up our final lesson in this resource package, Finding Your Fit in Future Labor Markets. I recommend that you head back to the Careers Studies folder, or I should say overview of the resource, where you'll find several pages of information that will support your planning, links to all the different resources, links to overall and specific expectations, as well as some other interesting information that will help guide you in your planning on whether you will adopt this lesson, how you will adopt it, and support you in tailoring it to fit you specifically and your interest. The great thing about each of these lessons is that they can be done standalone, but they also do link together. You can also do them out of order if you want to. However, we do recommend that you take it in sequence and do lesson 1, 2, 3. But again, you'll want to reflect on your professional practice and see where you would like to fit in these lessons. Thanks again for your interest in the OCTI Future Forward resources. This concludes our brief overview of the resource. You can find many other great resources on the OCTI site.